Let's talk about something that affects every relationship we have, whether it's your partner, your kids, your friends, or your team. Attachment style. This is the nervous system blueprint for how we do closeness, trust, conflict, and emotional safety. Most people don't know what their attachment style is, but it runs the show underneath everything. How you ask for help, how you handle silence, how you deal with someone pulling away or getting too close. This episode isn't about psychology degrees, it's about real life patterns, the stuff I see in myself, in the people I work with, in the people I love. And I'm not just explaining the styles, I'm breaking down what they feel like, what they look like in action, and what I personally do when they show up in me. First is secure attachment, what safety feels like. This is the goal most people are working toward, even if they don't know it. Secure attachment means you can trust people without panicking they'll leave. You can depend on someone without feeling weak. You can have needs and express them and not feel ashamed for it. You handle space, silence, and conflict without shutting down or spiraling. People with secure attachment can give and receive love with ease. They don't overreact to small things. They're grounded in themselves and they know their worth, even when things feel tense. Now for me, building this has taken time, because it's not natural when you didn't grow up with consistent care. But here's what I do. I check in with my body before reacting. If I feel tense, I slow down. My first goal is nervous system regulation, not control of the situation. I reassure myself instead of outsourcing safety. That doesn't mean I don't talk to people. It means I don't abandon myself to get connection. I repair quickly. I don't leave ruptures bleeding. I name them. I own my part. I work toward repair instead of retreat. Secure doesn't mean perfect. It means safe, honest, and stable, even when things shake a little. Second, we have anxious attachment. When you chase safety. This one shows up when love feels inconsistent or unpredictable. You're wired to fear loss, so you overcompensate by reaching, chasing, or trying to fix. How it shows up in real life. You feel anxious when someone takes too long to reply. You read into every shift in tone or body language. You over-apologize, over-communicate, or overthink. You struggle to sit with uncertainty. You often need external reassurance to feel okay, what it feels like inside. It's that rising panic when you sense someone pulling away. It's the fear that if you don't fix it fast, they'll leave. It's believing that if someone's distant, you did something wrong. It's feeling like you're too much, but also like you're not enough to be kept. What I do when this shows up in me. First, I pause. I don't act on that first wave of urgency. That urgency is usually coming from the past, not the present moment. I breathe into the discomfort. Let my nervous system know I'm not in danger. Not every silence is rejection. Not every pause is abandonment. I track the story in my head. Am I assuming something without evidence? Am I reacting to a feeling or to a fact? I communicate calmly. If I need reassurance, I ask for it without accusation. Hey, I'm feeling a bit unsure right now. Could use a bit of clarity. The healing for anxious attachment isn't about not needing anyone. It's about learning to self-regulate first, so you can connect from stability, not survival. Third is avoidant attachment. When distance feels safer than closeness. Avoidant attachment develops when closeness felt unsafe or smothering. You learn early that expressing emotions doesn't get you what you need, so you stop expressing altogether. How it shows up in daily life. You shut down during emotional conversations. You avoid conflict or deep topics. You feel overwhelmed when people need too much from you. You retreat without explaining, then feel guilty but don't know how to come back. You tell yourself you're better off alone, even when you're craving connection deep down. What it feels like inside, like space equals control, like too much closeness is a threat to your autonomy, like feelings are private and should stay unspoken, like asking for help is unsafe or embarrassing. What I do when this kicks in, I track my impulse to withdraw. When I feel the urge to isolate, I ask myself, is this self-care or self-protection? I communicate that I need space instead of disappearing. Hey, I'm feeling a bit overwhelmed. I just need a little breather. I'll come back. I challenge the old belief that needing others, weakness. I remind myself that true strength is being able to receive love, not just give it. I practice letting people in slowly. It doesn't have to be all or nothing. Just a little more openness than yesterday. Healing avoidant patterns isn't about becoming needy. It's about learning to stay in connection even when it feels uncomfortable. Last but definitely not least is the disorganized attachment, the internal war between love and fear. This is the style that's both anxious and avoidant. And for a lot of people with trauma, especially CPTSD, this is the one that hits home. How it shows up. You want deep connection, but it also terrifies you. You test people without meaning to. You push them away when you feel close, then panic when they leave. You crave stability, but sabotage anything that feels too good to be true. You react to small things with big emotion, then feel shame afterward. What it feels like inside, like being stuck in two opposing survival responses. One part of you says, don't leave me, while the other says, get away before you hurt me. You don't know how to trust safety because your body remembers danger even in calm moments. You experience cycles of clinging, numbing, rage, shutdown, or shame. What I do when I notice this showing up, I ground first, always. Before I speak, I regulate. I give myself space to feel without reacting from it. I identify what part of me is active. Is this the anxious part, the avoidant part, a younger part of me that felt unsafe? I reconnect with my adult self, that version of me who knows how to stay calm, present, and conscious, even when I'm triggered. I create repair loops. I come back to the people I pushed. I explain. I take ownership. I normalize messy repair, not perfection. I remind myself it's okay to want love and still be afraid of it. Both can exist, but I choose to stay anyway. This is the hardest attachment style to live with, but it's also the one with the most potential for transformation, because once you start integrating the chaos, you don't just connect, you lead from a place of deep earned wholeness. Why this work matters. Attachment isn't a life sentence, it's a map. And once you know the terrain, you can take new paths. You can rewire what love feels like. You can show up differently for your partner, your kids, your crew, and most importantly, for yourself. This isn't about fixing your past, it's about showing up now with awareness and making new choices. When you understand your attachment style, you stop reacting blindly and start responding with intention. This is leadership, this is healing, this is the work.